Okay, let's go.
Right. This is a topic. This is a bullshit topic. Well, we're just gonna see where it goes. Time travel.
Time travel. Indeed.
If you could time travel, right, you have one go. So one-way ticket.
Yeah.
Right. Not coming back. You're just staying there. When and where would you go?
Wait, so you stay there and you're just frozen in time?
No, as in like say.
Oh, and then you'll live the rest of your life.
And you'll live the rest of your life out, yeah. When and where? So imagine that you can move through time and space.
Only once.
Once. Well, you go there and you stay there.
And are we talking about? I'm just trying to find my choices.
I'm talking all of history, all of time. So the potential.
So real things, not like Doctor Who and things.
No, I'm talking about real shit. Like I'm talking
Doctor
real.
Who isn't real.
Doctor Who isn't real. Thought about that. Real history. Or you could go for the future.
I'd go about 25 years in the past.
25 years in the past? What year would that be?
It'd be about 89.
89?
90.
When? Sorry. Okay. Where?
Where?
Because it's space and time that I'm allowing you to travel.
South Central LA. No, I'm not saying I want to live in Compton.
Yeah.
It's just that
you'd want to
the era
have been to experience.
I'd love to experience that shit. Like,
but this is what I'm saying.
I'll die within a week, probably.
Oh, you're saying you'll get shot or something?
Yeah. No, that place is scatty. Like, if we think what we get in London's scatty and what they have there in Compton now is scatty, that looks scatty.
Right. Okay. So you reckon this is what? Say if you didn't die.
Oh well.
So what's interesting with going only not that far away is you'd end up probably surpassing 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Definitely would. Yeah.
You'd surpass 2016, which means you'd live this again.
Yeah. But I wanted to be, if I could have experienced all the music and stuff, and then go into 2000 just like old enough to actually understand everything that's going on, and those major points in the past 25 years that I kind of wanted to be old enough to remember. If that
experience.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I wouldn't go too far back. Don't want to go to fucking World War II. I've got a feeling I'm going to put like a drop of water on this. Do you want to go to like the 60s?
No, I don't want to go to the 60s.
Okay.
Do you know where I want to go? Ridiculously far back. As far back as possible.
Shit.
I'm talking like dinosaur shit. Like before the human race started.
Right. Trying to say why?
It'd be interesting. The thing is though, let me expand on that. I wouldn't go now. I would wait until my last few years.
Oh, and then
do it. So I'd live out my life and then go back millions of fucking years ago. And then
see what's going on.
So you'd say you'd go now.
I would go now.
You'd go now.
I think
I'd wait.
I'm at the prime age for going.
Because I want to live the next, this century. This next, century?
No, because in my head, I see century.
Is a century 100 years?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to live this. I want to live the.
Someone's gonna roast us.
I want to live, as much as I can of this century. Right,
Yeah.
I'll probably make it to about 2060, maybe 2070, right? Or the 70s. Shit.
Shit.
And then just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going back a million years.
Yeah. Because for me, I'd want
Like before the human race started, before there's actually recorded anything of like human history, before then.
Right. The animals.
Yeah.
Well,
Either that or I'd go maybe like ancient Egypt or something.
Huh?
Maybe ancient Egypt or something.
Rather.
And start a religion, fam.
Yes, that would be what? Because if I go back 25 years and see your fucking action, everyone will think I'm going to be that fucked up guy on the corner with a sign flipping it. Follow Danny.
What?
No, but my whole idea is I'd go back 25 years, experience what I want to experience.
Yeah.
And I'd still be able to live out up until before.
Yeah, fine. You'd die a good 20
I'll die
years.
around
Yeah.
2060.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you get shot, but yeah.
On the premise that we don't die.
Oh, the premise we don't die, yeah. Apologies. If you could come back, then what would you do? So this is a return ticket. So you could go somewhere and come back.
Oh.
This is the second question now.
Right, so you're saying I can come back further ahead? Or...
Sorry? No. Say you want to go somewhere. Say you went to the 90s. The return ticket would bring you back to like the second you left. So you disappear and then you come back.
Right. I probably wouldn't go to the 90s then.
Where would you go? When and where would you go? See, what I find more interesting is that neither of us said the future. We both said the past. Now, supposedly...
I don't know if that was an option, to be fair.
Oh, it is.
Even still.
Which is technically, we're travelling through time right now.
Mm.
A second at a time.
Nice.
And but the thing is, we can't skip anything, we can't go backwards.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, I don't know if Einstein said this, somebody, I suppose some fucking guy said this, right? Yeah. Some physicist. Yeah. That actually, you can't travel backwards through time. It's hypothesized that it's not possible. There's actual reason to it, and I could find out what that reason is, but...
Isn't it like a time dilation? I don't know.
It's impossible to go back through time. And if you think about the paradox...
Oh, yeah.
You might end up... Like, if you squish on a bug... Imagine this, right? Say you went back in time.
And you fucked it.
And you squished a bug.
Or save Tupac, because that was my idea. But you saved
Tupac. The thing is, I don't know how it is. Say you went back in time, and you saved Tupac, but then you would have no reason to go back in time. Do you know what I mean? So then it would just be like, wait, hold on. So why did I go back in time?
GG, fucking my head. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you went back in time and killed your grandfather. How you wouldn't exist now? So how would you have
killed him? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's paradox.
Yeah. It's. I don't know, man.
So I don't know, but going forward through time.
But maybe.
But here's the thing. Say if at some point a human history, sometime this universe, right? Some being, some fucking alien civilization works out time travel. Yeah. How do we know they haven't already come back? How do you know they're not already here? Here's the thing. What I found interesting is these pictures of like Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff like this. Pictures of them, and then pictures of people from hundreds of years ago who look exactly the same. I don't know why I whispered that. Who look exactly the same.
Because it's fucking spooky, isn't it? There's
conspiracy theories are very interesting.
Yeah, like
not that I believe in like almost any of them. The only one that I believe in, not that I believe in, but I think maybe, is chemtrails. Have you heard about that? So you know when when a plane flies by and like the fumes or whatever, and it's supposed to just sort of go with it.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you see those chemtrails that stay forever, and apparently they're polluting the atmosphere, so they can kill everyone. Population control. Yeah. Because 7 billion people is too many to feed everybody.
It's a bit spooky, yeah. I know, but when you spoke about the pyramids, I know certain man that enjoy this theory as well. How did they do that?
Well, how did they build the pyramids?
How could they do that back then? Like, what sort of fucking engineering is that? It confuses current engineers, unless they were like some Juju Mayan engineers that knew the secrets.
Well, the Mayans didn't know jack shit.
Exactly. So
we didn't die in 2012.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Do you know what's interesting? Actually, I hate. Sorry for cutting you off. But everyone who says, "Oh, we're gonna die this year," like the world's gonna end, because some dickhead 100 years ago predicted it. 100 years ago, fucking more than that.
Yeah.
How could they know?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how could the Mayans know more about our universe back then than we do now?
They were hella mystical, fam. They were just selling dreams, like bread. Bread was
selling bread.
Biggest thing back then. Guys were making religions and stuff. Like you said, you wanted to make a religion, but how do you know anything's true?
Well, I mean, here you could go into how do you know that this isn't all a figment of your imagination?
Exactly.
There's a thing called I don't know what it's called, right? But basically, everything outside your consciousness, it has a word. I forgot what the name is. There's a Vsauce episode that I'll link in. Like, how do I know this fucking table isn't it? How do we know we're not in the fucking Matrix? Yeah. I mean, you could argue that we are, with everyone just staring at their fucking screens all day, exactly. Just like plugged into the internet. Do you know what I reckon is going to happen? At some point, we'll have worked out how to like map a consciousness to like a data structure, like on a hard drive, and then you could upload your consciousness. Uploading your consciousness, you can live forever.
Yeah.
And we'll all just live in the fucking cloud, which really the cloud is actually down here on Earth. It's just a bunch of fucking servers in like, you know, Nevada and shit.
I was going to say something spooky, but would you want to live forever?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know.
Because there's weird things like, do you fear death?
But the thing is,
Because death is inevitable.
Death is inevitable, yeah. But I think... Do you believe that death is even real? Because I don't think the human mind can understand it, because it's just not anything you've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'd rather not think about it, but given we're talking about it, what...
Because you've never experienced something before, you can't really know what it's like.
Yeah, they can explain what happens when you die biologically.
Yeah.
But the actual experience of death, like...
And there's people who've had near-death experiences, but you're not dead, you're alive.
And finding, like, I told you about how DMX was found with no pulse.
DMX, yeah. DMX was found with heroin in his system.
Yeah, he's I don't know what he's doing, but that's not why I brought him up.
Sorry.
He was dead legally.
But that's a funny phrase, legally dead. What does that mean? Is there a difference between legally dead and actually dead?
Yeah.
Like, you know how you can be legally blind, but you can still see?
They say legally dead because they can't explain what actual death is. Like, biologically, he was gone. He was dead. He shouldn't... They resuscitated him, but he was dead for X amount of time when they found him. And the police officers, thank you to them, saved his life.
What the fuck was that?
No, because...
Thank you to them.
Yeah, you know, because they watched this. But they saved his life. But if he was legally dead, what the fuck did they save? There's just...
Or you're saying if he's dead, there was nothing to save.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
So what is this like? Does he know what death is like because he had no pulse and he was basically dead?
Hold on, should we ask him?
Just tweet.
Yo, DMX.
He's probably on a...
Hit us up, fam.
On a drip right now. Getting that
On a drip.
Yeah.
Shit.
But death... Sleep is the cousin of death. They like saying that, right?
Nas says that. Who's they?
A couple other rappers have said it.
But they probably copied Nas.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Nas not the original, real recognised real, isn't it? That's why they're copying him.
BBC. No, but Nas was wrong. Anyway. I don't know. Is it just like sleep? Is it just eternal sleep?
Well, I don't fucking
what
know. What are you asking me, fam?
I'm trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? But they
what
don't.
The fuck?
It all comes down to that, fam. You don't know, innit? And that's why conspiracy theories are
interesting.
Yeah. It's just people trying to understand what they shouldn't, and that's why you have faith, and that's why you have religion, and it's just to comfort you, innit? Not saying that
you need to be.
Not saying that religion isn't real. I'm just saying.
Well, it is a real thing, yeah.
So,
there are religions. It's not like
it's a concept that people follow to have faith in
whatever it is they believe in. Yeah. Beings.
Mighty being, yeah. But
entities.
Yeah,
that's the word you're looking for. Entities.
But when it comes down to it, are we supposed to know? I say no.
You don't think we're supposed to know at all? You're supposed to wait until like...
You just experience, like, everyone has to die. That's what I'm saying, like, if there was an opportunity...
To live forever.
I probably wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it?
Because if there is some sort of higher power...
Yeah.
And in all of these religions, well, most that I've looked into, so the top 3 that you get taught about in high school...
Yeah.
Christianity, Islam, Judaism, you're supposed to die, and it's written in their scriptures, right?
Yeah.
If you cheat that, I'm not talking like some guy Lucifer's going to come and unplug your little
unplug the server.
Yeah, but you just have to die. It's one of those.
You
can die tomorrow. You don't know, innit?
Shit. Fam, if I die tomorrow, the police are going to be on you.
I ain't talking.
The thing is, if I die tomorrow, this won't get uploaded.
True, unless they find the camera.
Shit.
I've
got to watch my back.
I've
got to watch my back. Well, I mean...
I'm chatting shit.
You could... Shit. Doesn't a jellyfish live forever?
That's wrong. I'm joking.
I think it does. I think a jellyfish doesn't die.
Serious?
I think so. Well, they just live for very fucking long.
Oh, that could be it. I mean, wouldn't that be too many? Because if they never die and they reproduce, it'd just be hella jellyfish.
How do you don't know there's not hella jellyfish? They live on the fucking sea.
It would be fucking like...
You're saying the sea would just be comprised of jellyfish?
Not daily, but it would be clearly noticeable to someone and they would...
Well, I mean, I don't think they're immortal. I think you can, like, kill one.
Yeah.
But I think they die of natural reasons. I don't know. I might be chatting pure shit, right?
Jellyfish, though.
This might be complete bollocks. But I've read it somewhere. Maybe
I'm sure they die at some point.
Or maybe they just have a very, very long lifespan. What I'm interested in seeing how
turtles, isn't it?
the lifespan of an average human starts to increase.
Japan are doing very well.
What's the average?
It's like 97.
97? I think the average lifespan here is about 70 odd.
Yeah. They live longer. It's the culture, isn't it? It's the food.
Eat well, live well, all that
Yes,
shit.
they just do everything like it. But it's instilled in them from birth, isn't it? It's that kind of Japanese do well kind of culture.
Right.
And we have that English kind of fucking let's just live for a bit kind of culture. So.
I ain't gonna say jack shit about
No,
this.
it's true.
No comment about this.
Shit. I am English, look at me.
I am English, look at me, right, okay.
Fucking, I don't know.
Artificial intelligence.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking like, you know, Facebook's artificial intelligence algorithms that find the things that you'll find most interesting. I'm talking the singularity, I'm talking these is actual life forms that are produced via code and they think for themselves. I'm talking like Ex Machina, I'm talking Her, Knight Rider, Terminator, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Those are all fucking films, but
the concept's still there.
Yeah.
A lot of
because we're making leaps in artificial. Well, we're not making leaps actually. We're making very small steps in artificial intelligence.
a lot of people, and we spoke about this quite a while ago. I don't know if you remember. In the tech industry, so Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates said it. They think that once we reach the singularity, that will be the end of humans as a whole. And they consider research in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence to be dangerous.
But fucking Facebook.
Exactly.
He did a Facebook post the other day that he's really happy that he sits next to the artificial intelligence guys because they're working on that Chinese game Go, which is kind of like chess, but ridiculously harder, and they're working on making it more easy for machines. Like a machine can beat a human at chess, but a machine can't beat a human at Go. Or maybe it can now, I don't know, but they did make some interesting developments. Hey, going back on that dangerous thing, let me tell you, I think this is a thought experiment. I watched a video on this, so I'm basically just regurgitating somebody else's stuff, but I'll say it to you now, and I think I've done it before. Imagine I'm a stamp collector.
Okay.
I collect stamps, and say I have the ability to just build an artificial intelligence that can also do this. So I build this machine, right, and I tell it, alright, I want you to go collect me stamps. And I give it...
What the fuck?
What happened? Oh, the battery, fam.
We're dead.
No, it's not got enough power to actually...
Record.
Yeah.
So it stopped recording.
Well, it stopped recording the video. Is the audio still down?
You could finish your point and then we'll end it.
It's quite a long point.
I kind of want to hear it regardless. You could end that and tell me.
Wasn't I don't know.
But you can write other clap in there.
No. Right. Whatever. I'm a stamp collector. I built an artificial intelligence that collects stamps.
Yeah.
For it to work, it needs several things, but the most important one is a model of the universe. Right? It has a model of the universe, and it has the directive to collect stamps.
Yeah.
Now, it will start off by doing some basic shit, buying it from eBay, getting it from stamp collectors. But after a while, I'll run out of money for it to pay for it. So, well, do you know what? It's artificial intelligence. It has a model of the universe. It will just use somebody else's credit card details. Not much of a big deal. That'll work for a while until, everybody's run out of stamps. Let me start printing some stamps. So that's what it'll do. It'll build a factory by, doing whatever.
Yeah.
It'll work out a way to build a factory, or buy a factory,
Yeah.
to start printing more stamps. After a while, we're going to run out of resources to build those stamps. Now, there are some basic ingredients I need to build stamps. Carbon, hydrogen, some stuff like that. I'll just buy some of that shit, right? Mines, all that bollocks. It'll get to the point where we'll run out of carbon, hydrogen. What else has carbon and hydrogen?
Used for stamps.
Humans are made of carbon and hydrogen, so then it's going to start. But the whole point of this, right, is that it starts off with just, normal intent, and it becomes malicious.
Yeah.
But that's a very linear process.
Yeah.
What a lot of people believe is actually the moment you turn that machine on, it's already malicious.
Yeah.
From the get-go, it's just like, where's the most efficient way killing humans and building them into stamps.
Yeah.
Because what it is, it's the most...
There's so many, there's
Because it knows, okay, the most efficient way is not for me to buy them all, but just make them again, most likely, right? Because first of all, we're going to run out of... Because all he wants is stamps. He doesn't want 100 stamps, he just wants as many as he can fucking get.
Yeah.
So it will just keep... So the first thing to do is buy them all, but fuck that, why don't you just start from the beginning with just making them all until you run out of resources and just try and get more resources. So it's malicious from the get-go. And you can put safeguards into it, but it's an artificial intelligence. It'll work around those safeguards. Yeah. I mean, sure, you could unplug the machine, right? But it'll know that. It'll just upload itself to the fucking internet.
Apparently that's the first thing on that article I was reading. That's the first thing it's going to do.
You want artificial intelligence? Yeah, it's going to want more information, more data, any of that. Where are you going to get it from? The internet.
I'm not so straight.
It'll upload itself to the... First, it will download the internet, and it'll upload itself to the internet, and it'll just be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It will be everywhere. Yeah.
I understand why they're saying it's dangerous.
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable. Like,
I think it's necessary.
Splitting the atom,
need it.
Nuclear warfare. Yeah. It was necessary and inevitable, both.
The same shit, actually. But I think it solely depends how we're going to use them long term.
Well, who said we're going to use artificial intelligence? We're going to build it. No one said we're going to use it. Because it's free thinking. And it's much more powerful than any of us can ever be.
Exactly. And that's the whole dangerous kind of side to it. When you actually get to the point where you have a machine, and it's the whole thing about like ex machina where you can't differentiate between
a human or
what was the test called?
The Turing test.
That's it. It's just going to get to the stage where it's strange, it's dangerous, and what Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg were saying, it seems like Mark Zuckerberg changed his mind about things.
Are you sure it was I know Elon Musk has got some negative thoughts about artificial intelligence. Are you sure it was Bill Gates and Elon Musk, not Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg?
Unless Mark, he was in the...
Because apparently Elon Musk has nightmares about artificial intelligence.
To be fair, like, I can't blame him, per se, but at the same time, you're right, it's going to happen. Whether we want it or not, it's going to happen.
At some point. It won't be... A lot of people reckon it's going to happen at 2040. I don't know about that.
I don't know. It may not even be in our lifetime.
Yeah, it might not be in our lifetime. It might happen fucking tomorrow. Yeah. It probably won't happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think...
What do I think on what?
Do you think it'll be the end?
What? I don't know. Because think about it. If I was an all-powerful being with all the information and knowledge and resources into my hand, and I saw... The thing is, if you just build one that has no purpose, it's going to do what the fuck it thinks is most efficient.
Yeah.
If you build one that has a purpose, there's a good show called Person of Interest, where the guy, he builds an artificial intelligence for the US government, and the sole purpose of that artificial intelligence is to stop terrorism.
Yeah.
But what happens is this artificial intelligence starts free thinking, or then it goes, do you know what, I can stop more than just terrorism, I can stop crime as well. Just like any...
Oh, and then it cuts it between pertinent and non-pertinent, and then...
Sorry?
The machine is the most important things, it filters through.
Yeah, so basically it's built to stop terrorism,
but
it also, using the same tactics, works out premeditated crimes.
Yeah.
So the guy has to code it in that terrorism is relevant and just normal crimes is irrelevant. And then stuff happens. But what's happening is, after you got done the series, another artificial intelligence is created, and its sole purpose is to make humanity better, and it does that by controlling humanity. By controlling it, like, properly.
Sort of
like it's infiltrated everything. The US government, schools, banks. It even crashed the stock market. It crashed the stock market and then built it back up again. Just so that suddenly now all the humans in the world and the civilization is reliant upon this artificial intelligence. But the thing that the show shows is the side that the show shows. Fuck's sake. That the series shows is all the bad stuff, but then near one of the later episodes it shows actually the good side. Like all these brilliant schools where the kids are properly natured and nurtured and stuff.
Yeah.
Natured and nurtured. Nurtured.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So there's bad sides and good sides to it. Even though it's helping civilization, it's controlling them. So suddenly you become mindless beings.
I don't know.
Being controlled, puppeted by an artificial intelligence that you can't see, hear, feel, because it's everywhere.
Yeah, some
It's in
would
all of our
argue it's
machines.
happening right now anyway.
Mm.
And even though we get voting privileges and all of this, it doesn't mean much.
But I mean, voting privileges, I mean, gerrymandering, there's all this stuff that even before you get to the computers, there's all this stuff.
There's issues already.
Like the political, like...
So when you put, like, there's a misconception that was in the article as well. And it was a quote, I don't know who said it, it was like, the machine will not be as intelligent as the life form that created it. So it will definitely surpass humans.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets to that stage, what happens to us? Because it's not going to reproduce per se, but it's just going to do the process again and again and manually recreate itself until you get more and more and more of these. I'm talking of them as like a human kind of life form.
Oh, okay.
So it's physical. It's not just a computer sitting there. It's an actual physical thing that can move around. And when it gets to that stage,
But when it comes down to it, you're not. Because it's more just all the software, right? The hardware is just, hydraulics
It can
moving an
do
arm.
that, yeah. Once you've got one, that one can make more, and then the more can make even more.
No, if you make one, you've already got the manufacturing process to make one,
it's-
so you can just
it's
recreate
actually
that.
screwed. And it just goes down to how the machine is programmed. If it's
I don't
just,
think so. I think, yes, the way it's programmed has got a lot to do with it, but I think the moment it's turned on, the moment it sees things and experiences things for itself, it'll just be like, fuck my programming.
what, and just like, it's not going to be like...
Because once you code that basic
bullshit.
intelligence, that basic consciousness,
Yeah.
all that other stuff that you code into it, which is, if you take the example of like humans, like there's a basic human abilities, like like this is a basic human ability, right? Feeling this, but my thought process and stuff like that is a mixture of nature and nurture, right? Of like genetics and the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
Would an artificial intelligence be like that?
No.
Would it be like things you code into it? Like if you code in like some sort of empathy.
No,
If
because
you could
you can't. Well, right now they can't code emotion, right? So if you make a machine like this, it's just going to be completely binary, and it's just going to be yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
But is that even artificial intelligence if it's binary?
Exactly. But if you don't give the machine emotion, it's going to make decisions based purely on fact, and that's not human.
That's not human at all, no.
So when it's like that, that's when it gets dangerous. If it has emotion, it's just like, it will be like birthing a child and it being 25 years old already. But it can make its own decisions, right?
Oh, like it's 100 times more efficient, powerful, smarter.
But it has that
power,
emotion
at
the back end, like just stopping it. Either stopping it or making it make
because emotion is a very powerful tool that can make you do things or not do things,
And it solely depends on...
Come with me to the dark side.
Either machine, there's going to be... If you put it up, there's going to be machines on this side that are like human loving and aren't going to kill us all. And then there's going to be some.
You see, this sounds like a very good plot. Like, just like iRobot, humans, some robots that don't give a fuck, and some robots are like, no, let's keep the humans. Think about it, even in iRobot, when the machines take over, their basic programming is to look after humans. So they don't kill all the humans. There's like, we're in control now. Sit here, do what we say. Because their basic is better for humanity. Like, what does that one robot say? My logic is undeniable. Because technically her logic was undeniable, but she had a female voice. But her logic was undeniable. It would be more efficient and better for the planet to control the humans and make them do certain things and put restrictions on them.
Exactly, it's like how we farm.
But that's not going to work. Because then Will Smith is just going to start shooting stuff like that. But...
Hopefully. No, but I was just saying, like it's how we talk about, some people talk about like animal rights and stuff.
Yeah.
And how we're overstepping our boundaries.
But we are I think the top species.
Yeah. But we need to be prepared that once this happens, us being top.
Oh yeah, no, because I mean, I don't know why I have my voice there. A bit high pitched. I think the moment you make an artificial intelligence, because it copy itself, replicate itself, make little changes to itself, it can produce another version of itself that has a dark sense of humour.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest variation I was thinking of, but...
I heard duck, and I was like, oh, and then... But it's strange, yeah. But it's years away, and they're not going to be... Unless you get something...
Even though it's years away, these discussions need to happen now.
There's not going to be... Well, in my head, hopefully, there's not going to be this crazy mad scientist that makes this machine knowing that it could...
I reckon it'll either be a company...
It'll be regulated somehow.
Or it'll be the US government.
They're going to take control straight away. It's like how some scientists develop medicines that cure certain things, and then they just get bought out.
Conspiracy theory, but...
Yeah.
I
again, the person I was talking about at the start of this video, he likes that theory as well.
I don't know. I don't think one person, like in a shed or a garage, will.
It's just going to make it. It's going to be a whole group of people.
So, like,
and it's going to be completely regulated, and it's going to be fine-tuned, and they're not going to release it unless it's perfect. And we won't hear about it unless it's perfect.
Well, it might already be an artificial intelligence that controls
it's just fucked up.
Prism. Like, I mean, even though I had no AI into it,
Yeah.
I think it might have. No one knew about Prism until it got leaked. Prism being the NSA's surveillance system.
Yeah.
I don't think they use that anymore. I think once it got leaked, it was a bit like, well, this is bollocks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I find interesting?
Well,
Edward Snowden.
Also.
Because now he's just like on Twitter, like he's like...
Oh, his Twitter's hot.
His Twitter is hot. His Twitter is hot. It is bars. But like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like he's been bought out.
Yeah, he's moving a bit strange.
He is, I don't know, it just feels like he's been bought out.
Yeah.
What I found interesting was the way the NSA painted him. Like, they did a documentary about him, and apparently he hacked into the test, and he cheated on the test. I don't know if that's true.
No, well, he does. Well, does he anymore?
Does he? But I think we should end it on there, before the NSA come knocking. Let's go for...
That'd be interesting. That's your fuck you talk. Sorry. Bye.
Let's go for lunch.